What's up, guys? It's me, King Epic. I got three buddies of mine from the Wolfpack. I got Ryan, PETA, and Dark Meow. I don't know if you guys know them, but they've always been in my streams. And they're all mods, and they're all my hoes. But anyways, let's get right into the podcast. We got Ryan as our questionnaire here, and we're just going to be asking questions. Well, he's going to be asking questions about, you know, Season 2, what we want in the future, and how things are just going to be. Just in general, it's just a bunch of questions that we're just going to be asking. So anyways, Ryan, take it away. Or if you guys actually want, you know, introduce yourselves, or say hi or something.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
Hi, I'm Dark Meow.
Hi, I'm Mr. Potato.
Okay, no, he's PETA, but whatever. Anyway, anyways, Ryan, kick it off with the first question, all right?
Okay, guys. It's nice talking to you guys, first of all. Of course, Season 2 was announced. I should say half announced, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I was just wondering about your guys' thoughts of the announcement and maybe a couple reasons why you think that they're withholding the June content. And I know there's been no leaks from as far as the movie end of the Solo movie.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, maybe it's because, you know, I don't know. It just seems odd that they're not releasing just half the information.
Okay.
But anyway, I was just trying to get your guys' thoughts on that part of it.
All right. So who wants to talk first? I ain't talking first.
All right, I'll go first. I mean, for me, I would assume it has a lot to do with the fact that like the movie's coming out and they have to withhold information. Maybe just because everything to do with the movies, it's just going to have to hold back a little bit, and we're just going to have to be patient. I mean, it's not great hearing half a season being announced and like basically 2 skins and maybe a game mode coming up. But I mean, overall, I've been waiting this long. I'm okay with waiting. It's not ideal. It's a little frustrating because it's always felt like DICE or EA or whoever is constantly giving us updates that there'll be an update next week, and then the update is very below average in terms of information being given to us.
That's true.
That's my take anyways.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Wait, have you guys heard about that? Suppose there's gonna be 2 parts of season 2.
Yeah,
Like
that's
first part.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That's
Yeah,
what he was saying. He was saying.
That kind of retarded though.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's not.
We waited for like months after this since the Last Jedi season came out. Should I give us a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of the content seems to be like Return of the Jedi content, which, you know, I don't know. Seems kind of odd.
Like I said, I think it's just more or less just because we're like they can't release a lot of information due to the movies, and maybe they just want to build hype around the fact that a movie's coming up, and then once that's out, they can actually jump on that. I don't know, but I don't know. Like, no clue.
You know what's kind of weird though? It's like when they released what is it, the first season? They released it 2 days before, you know, the actual movie came out. But with this, we don't know any information. And obviously, like Ryan said, it was, you know, Return of the Jedi based right now with, you know, getting the skins, Jabba's palace and everything. But we haven't heard nothing about Solo. So yeah, Pete, I agree. It's like with the whole, like, I think they're withholding, you know, information. But it's crazy that, you know, we got a lot more information about what was the movie that came out this year? It was
The Last Jedi?
The Last Jedi, yeah. So we got, you know, information about The Last Jedi and all that, but we can't get any information about Solo, you know? That's what's kind of weird, that I would say, you know, in my opinion.
Well, like on a positive note, maybe, you know, thinking optimistically, maybe it's because there's some big stuff in the movie and the game that maybe they, you know, they're withholding as, you know, like so there's no, because there's been like no plot leaks or character leaks or, you know, like anything from the movie, you know.
That is.
I mean, you guys heard the fact that, like, I guess like they redid like almost half the movie or something like that when Ron Howard took over, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
Well, who knows? Maybe Dice and EA is still playing catch up, and because we haven't got any information or any leaks, because they're still making it right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But I don't know again.
You know, I don't know if you guys actually watched Battlefront Update's video today, but he actually made
Yes,
a
I
video.
did.
Yeah, it was really good. And he actually hinted at a lot of things that, you know, DICE is just not funded anymore. Like, they're not funded with this game anymore in terms of, you know, if they had the full team of, you know, everybody working on content, I think we would have been, you know, I think the progression system, like the new progression system and everything, would have actually been done way earlier rather than taking 5 months. But since, you know, they had to rework that by themselves and stuff, and of course, like they said, they're not being funded, you know, it kind of hurt us in a way at the end where we were at a stalemate of just not getting anything new at all for like a while. Like it was like every month it was basically just, oh, here you go with you know, bug fixes and hero fixes and, you know, all that. The only
Yeah,
new thing
I
we got
heard-
was the item ship, right? Am I correct? And Talia, whatever that ship. But that was it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I thought I heard something along those lines too, like something about like Battlefield is like the most like is their focus right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's kind of dumb and retarded. Like they have both games. Why not just do same amount? Like maybe separate like 2 teams for like maybe one team for another team or another game, and the other one to make it fair.
Well, they actually had that, but it was just the fact that since, you know, the new Battlefield's coming out, this game isn't making them money. They know
Yeah.
Battlefield 2018 is gonna make them money, so they've
Yeah.
been taking people. And if you think about it, you know, Criterion and what's the other company again? It was Motive, right? Motive or whatever. They're not
Yeah.
even working on the game anymore.
Yeah,
So it's like, it's literally DICE, you know, the team in, what is it, Sweden or something, that's working on the game by itself. And they still have like 120 people, but that's not gonna, you know, for what we want and what at least what the people want, 120 people are not gonna make it happen within a short amount of time, you know. Whose music is that? But what is it? If anything, you know, like, what is it? I was talking to Ryan earlier too, and we were talking about like the little things that would have been good enough that if they weren't focused so much on throwing out seasons or, you know, like, I don't know why they
level
didn't.
capping.
Yeah, the level cap increase and new blasters, like.
Dark Horde.
Like, why didn't they? What I question is, why didn't they take the approach, like somewhat of the approach that they had in 2015, and use it to their advantage of, you know, giving us, you know, blasters from 2015. They've been giving us maps, Java Palace, and now, you know, well, Bespin and now Java's Palace. Why haven't we gotten level caps per maybe every 2 months? Or now that we got a new season, why haven't we heard of a level cap increase? Or, you know, why can't we get, you know, the HUT contracts back? I really hope in June we hear something about HUT contracts. That would be freaking amazing if they could come back, because it opens up so much opportunity for them to, you know, just
Yeah,
use
maybe
that.
could put like exclusive like skins in the job contracts,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe exclusive guns and all that. Because Maddox, especially maybe like you get maybe certain like get a certain amount of credits or maybe skill points, maybe like crafting parts just convert it into skill points or something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Or what I was thinking was blasters, star cards, and like you said, customization. Star cards could easily, you know, it's this. Yes, it's the same format that they took in 2015, but, you know, regardless, I think we do need new star cards. people are using the same things over and over again.
No, I mean, I'm noticing that I'm not playing as much anymore. Like, I'm playing when you're streaming, and maybe a couple other but that's really hardly it. I mean, I'm getting kind of bored.
Yep.
Yeah, and we had talked about reinforcements. Like, there's so many different possibilities. I mean, even from the Last Jedi, Snoke's guards. I don't know what they're called, but
Yeah.
The Trojan? I don't know.
It's like patrol. Yeah, it's like something
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or what was Grievous's guards he had
Magna guards or something like that. Magna.
Yeah,
something like that.
I mean,
So
I think that'd be pretty cool to be able to, for someone like me that sucks at the game. A lot of times I can only get a reinforcement. I can't get that hero. So, you got basically just a few reinforcements to choose from, and it'd be nice to have a few more.
Yeah.
That it just rejuvenates the fan base. I mean, we want to see, we're all here because we probably like Star Wars. I'm assuming that's the case in this room.
Yeah.
But and that's because we consumed way too much of it, and now we want like that in our game.
Yeah.
And that's what I remember getting in that old original Battlefront 2 game, getting it like all over the place in different maps and different heroes that I didn't necessarily think I'd ever see before. And I'm getting to play with them, and that's what made it fun, and that's what made me kept on playing and playing and playing. Like now, I'm finding myself, same old stuff over and over again, and like hardly any information being given to us by the powers that be.
I will say this. I definitely praise Benoit coming in, and because I said this in the stream yesterday too. Like the old community manager, you would only hear from him when there was an update. Like he'll be like, "Hey, I'm putting the patch notes out." But would you, hear from him about certain things? Would he actually, try and communicate about content and stuff in the future? No. So I definitely praise Ben for trying his best, because
he's put into a weird situation.
Yeah, and it's like, I honestly, have you guys heard from Dennis in a while? I haven't heard from Dennis in a little bit.
No, we haven't heard him in a long time.
And
He's on holiday.
Huh?
He's just sitting down somewhere working.
That's true. But also to go back to the fact of what Ryan was saying about reinforcements, it's like you guys know I've been complaining about this since like January, the fact that Wookiee Warrior is everywhere. But we have so many variations of the dark side of Flame Trooper. We got the Death Trooper. We got the what is it called? What's the other one? We got the B2 battle, B2 Super Battle Droid. Like, that's already 3 versus 1. We have Wookiee Warrior on every map. Like, you're telling me...
You're saying you don't like seeing Wookiee Warrior on Theed.
Yeah, no, like, Wookiee Warriors don't matter. Their lives do not matter. And it's just the fact that, like, we could have gotten freaking Leia's honor guards, Like, those could have easily been for, like, the Rebels on Yavin 4 or... on
Palpatine too.
Yeah, and Palpatine too. Like, it's like, why, can't you bring that stuff over? It might not be new. Like, oh my god, this is new. We had never, tried this before. But it still rejuvenates the game to the fact that you're giving the game actual content to use, and for people to actually be like, hey, I get to play as something else, or I get to use something new that I never got to use before. Well, didn't get to use in Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing me and King wanted to talk about was some skins. What kind? King, you had mentioned like clan tags, customization, so that people that play the game together can be identified together.
Maybe even like leaderboards too.
Yeah, leaderboards would be cool.
Like, or even ranked gameplay. Like, even the top ranked thing, maybe they pull in like a tournament or something. You want stuff out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
To make it
would be
competitive and all that.
It would really be fun if we could have like private matches where we can play with our friends and obviously show off and be able to obviously see each other in game. Not necessarily on the same team, but against each other.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
play around and all that. Like
Yeah.
like maybe like when new game modes come out, we can like fuck around and all that. It'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. Like what? Like look at this. We don't even have private matches for a
Yeah.
hero showdown. Like that would be cool to be able to 2v2, you know, friends, and then we take turns. Have people like also spectate, you know, just
Yeah.
for like those private matches, and then you know you switch out whoever wins and all that other stuff. But you can't
Like
even do
King,
that.
like for you, you
Hmm?
could probably make like a tournament out of it. Like you win, you maybe get like coins or something. Maybe like donations or something like that. Like
Yeah, maybe not get called a
winning a
hoe for about
prize?
5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that too.
That's
Or
true.
and then me and Peta could just go off in the corner of the map and emote each other and party because
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not violent people, you know. We're just there to have a good time.
But that's just my thing, you know. I feel like we've been promised a lot, and you know, we've been told we're listening to the community, and you know, it doesn't seem like that, and I feel like we should stop hearing that. It's like annoying at this point where they're like, "Oh, we're hearing the community, but we're not getting what we want." And you know, I feel like a lot of the community itself too just straightly attacks, you know, Dice and everything, and saying, "Hey, you're not giving us, you know, Clone Wars and stuff." Why haven't people said, you know, give us the little things, you know, level cap increase, blasters, and all that other stuff? Like, give us the little things that you can do within a month and give us a lot. Like, they could give us a lot of it if they give us, you know, those things that are not that probably won't take as long as a season would take. You know, seasons will take a while, but you know, level cap increase, that's not gonna take. That should be nothing, if anything. You know, the customization, I understand. That's like the only thing I've been actually getting hype about is customization. Like legit, it's the customization. Like that Leia skin is sexy. She's sexy. That Lando skin, I can't wait to get my hands on that skin, you know?
I can't wait for the Boba Fett skin though.
If we're getting one, you know? That's another thing.
Yeah, if they
though.
get a Boba Fett skin, dude, that'd be nice.
That would be so freaking sick, you know?
Because Boba Fett's probably one of my favorite blaster heroes.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't figured out how to fly and shoot at the same time. I can't multitask like that yet.
That's pretty easy.
Oh yeah,
I'll-
for you, Dark. Yeah.
It did help with that double P or double XP weekend. I had to play with a lot of heroes that I didn't necessarily play with before, and that did help. I played a lot more that weekend. I was basically powering through, and like I was learning how to play with some of these heroes a lot better.
Mm.
But I mean, they're going to need to do a lot more than just throw that out there to obviously get us into this game again. I mean, they have to be a lot more transparent and really work to like get the community's trust again, because I know that they're pretty ticked off. I mean, I understand it. It's unfortunate because I'm a fairly positive person, but it's tiring. Like, you know, turning on the game and seeing basically nothing put into it. And I'm sure there's something to do with maybe even with Disney and EA, but maybe withholding DICE from doing much, possibly. But they've got to be able to tell that like this is not working. You've got to do something.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe they're trying to do that more, you know.
Yeah,
but you know, I believe that, man, they could solve. I mean, you know, as a business part of it, I kind of get it because money makes the world go round. And you have to make money. I mean, you just have to. I own a business, and you have to make money to survive. That's fine, but communication is huge in business, and like me and King were saying earlier, a roadmap would make a lot of people happy, you know. I mean, not even putting dates on it, just, hey, here's our roadmap, here's what's coming up. And you know, some of it, you know, most of it will make it to the game, maybe not all of it, but you know, here's our outline, you know.
Yeah,
and Friday the 13th did it beautifully, you know. I don't know if any of you ever seen that, but I was telling King, Friday the 13th, they had a roadmap for the whole year, and it was just really done well. and
I
something like
always
that
think
would. Go ahead.
No, I was
Sorry.
just going to say, no. I mean, it's just to reinforce your point. I mean, just the more information, the better. And like transparency is just so important, especially like this day and age right now. It's just we need the information to kind of feel like whole.
Mm.
You
You know what?
Otherwise, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I
No,
thought you
no.
were done.
No. I it just kind of lingered there in my head. It's just, I mean, that don't worry about it. It was just kind of to that same point, regardless.
You know what
Yeah.
gets to me, and like I'm really thinking about it now. You know, at this point, I know it sucks to say this, but I would have rather they, you know, kept the season pass. Reason being, is because we wouldn't have went through this whole mess of loot crates, pay to win, 24/7, and every YouTuber saying it's pay to win, and people are like, I'm not buying this game anymore. Even though it looks freaking good, it's like, oh wait, I heard there's loot crates in it. Because I don't know how long that lasted of loot crates this, loot crates that. It was like. It was
No, it
months
happened for a while.
Yeah, it's like it was months on end until they finally said, "All right, we're gonna disable it." And with a season pass, it at least would have. I think it would have been a better format because of the fact that they obviously weren't gonna do, oh, we're gonna give you a big update every 6 months, But with a season pass, at least it gives us some type of feeling of, hey. They're planning things out already. Like we could have already known that we were gonna have a Han Solo season, because that's what they did for 2015. Like we got to know what was actually coming up at least a couple months beforehand, So
Yeah.
I know it sucks because it's just the fact that it's like, come on, man, like season pass, that's like money, but man, like really look at it. There's a lot that could have. Like, we could have gotten a lot already if we actually did have a season pass.
Yeah, it would have been like a contractual agreement where they had to get this to us. And at this point, with what I've already seen now that's happened, I would have been okay with that now.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
It sucks.
Well, like Vita touched on, too, it's like, when there's no communication, and there's speculation, I mean, as a human nature, most people go to negative town with speculation,
Yeah.
And it's hard to stay positive when you're like, WTF, what's going on here,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to let you guys know we got like 5 more minutes left, and then we'll end the podcast at that. But I feel like if at this point, after they get this whole mess of Han Solo and everything, I feel like, the roadmap would be the best situation to actually revive the game, have people come back and be like, you guys have it set now. Now we don't have to worry about a movie, stopping a DLC or not a DLC, a season from coming out. Because if this Han Solo movie didn't come out, we would have probably had a Clone Wars season. We probably would have had a Clone Wars season already. So with the fact that they just introduced a roadmap, at least after this whole mess of June and everything, hopefully EA Play, we get something nice. I'm hoping EA Play, they've been talking so much about EA Play. I'm hoping EA Play, like, put some energy into Battlefront 2, like me and Ryan were saying earlier, it sucks that you can't even, like, you go into lobbies now and you're expecting to know that you have to wait at least a couple minutes just to get some type of group of people in there to play,
Yeah.